Oh Lord, pull up in that 04, pedal to the metal, says she wanna hit the flow more.
So, it's about the money. And I'm not talking about that $2.5 million that the NBA is bragging about giving historically black colleges for holding the All-Star game, the NBA, here in Atlanta on March the 7th. You know, with coronavirus flying all around here. And they're also talking about how part of that money is going to go to black communities to help with awareness when it comes to the vaccine and other things related to COVID-19. Not impressed. I mean, the NBA can do that anyway. They've got enough money. We know that. Yeah, just a couple years ago, they made a record $8 billion with a B dollars. But it's about the money. And it's not about TV money. All right? You know, this is a COVID-19 shortened season. They're down to 72 games instead of 82 regular season games. The All-Star game, which shouldn't take place, by the way, is down to 1 day instead of the entire weekend. But here's the deal. Because of all that, they can make more money having regular season games that weekend of March 7th instead of having that All-Star game, even though TNT is right here in Atlanta. So I'm not talking about that money. I'm not talking about that money. But it makes you wonder. Before I get to the real money, why is the NBA doing this? I mean, they've already had, nearly 24 games, or probably over 24 games canceled so far because of coronavirus, all right? And you have the NBA players. Why on earth would that Players Association agree to this ridiculous thing? And then you have LeBron James leading all these other players and saying that, oh, this is stupid. They shouldn't have the All-Star game this year. So he says it over here, that way. Then he comes back and says, but I'm going to play anyway. Huh? What is this all about? All right, let's get to the money. All right. Since 2018, as an incentive, the losers of the All-Star game, all the players, get $25,000. And the winners get $100,000. I mean, that's a lot for most people. But I mean, $100,000. Except LeBron James made $40 million this year, or he will. I mean, he can find $100,000 underneath his seat cushion of his car. Oh, okay, all right. So Bradley Beal, for instance, he's not making anywhere near that. He's only making $22 million. That's still nothing. So maybe it isn't about the money. Maybe they really want to play because the All-Star game is so great. Quick, name me a memorable All-Star game. You're taking too long. All right. The only one was 1992, right? This was back when these guys, NBC, all right? NBC got out of covering the NBA back in 2002, but in 1992, you had that All-Star game featuring Magic Johnson. You all remember this. November of 1991, that same season, he announced to the world that he had AIDS. What a shocker that was to folks. And he quit right then and there. But he came back for the All-Star game, scored 25 points, did all those magic things, and it was memorable. He was the MVP. That's the only memorable All-Star game ever. So, but since it's not about the money, it's got to be about that. So essentially what these players are saying, LeBron and the rest of the guys, they're essentially saying that they really, really, really want to play in a meaningless game that nobody cares about, despite the fact that they could get injured, despite the fact they could get infected, despite the fact of everything. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
This is my falsetto, wicked potion with the slow pour. This is my addiction, make me wanna go for more. Pale